do we become an ally? I think there are so many people who are probably watching this video who think there are people in my life who I desperately want to support. I just don't have the skills, or I don't know how.
Right.
So where do we begin?
I think with information, informing oneself around what addiction is, how it works, because still, and I think increasingly in South Africa, we are becoming more and more informed. But of course, there's always room for improvement. So to really understand the nature of addiction, I think is the starting point.
And here's a nice way, is come and watch some of the movies of the South African Recovery Film Festival.
Yeah.
There are documentaries, there are movies that will give so much information about the reality of addiction in people's lives.
And then once you understand the nature of addiction, recovery becomes very self-evident because it's the opposite of addiction. So as we were saying earlier, addiction hides, doesn't want to talk about itself. Recovery is more willing to be open and to state itself, and not to be ashamed of itself, as an example. So I think information is really, really important. Informing ourselves as to what is this thing that we call recovery.
Let's get the details.
Yes.
Okay. When is the walk taking place? Where do we need to go? Where do we get the information?
Great. So the walk is taking place on Heritage Day, which is next Thursday, the 24th of September. We are asking people to gather at Green Market Square at 2:30.
Yeah.
And it's a 1.5 kilometer walk that will take us, so it's a stroll, that will take us to the Labia Theatre. And there will be a showing of a documentary called The Anonymous People, a free showing for everybody who walked. So that's the details.
Yeah.
Where can we get more information online?
Look at Cape Town Recovery on Facebook and Recovery Allies Cape Town
On Facebook
and
as well.
on Facebook.
Yes.
And you will find a lot of event about not only our walk, but also about Johannesburg's walk, about Ghana's walk, about Canada's walk, about America's walk, about Australia's walks, about the UK's walks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information there.
So it's a short walk up through the gardens, ending up at the Labia. There are going to be there'll be braais at the Labia.
Oh.
So there are boerewors rolls, both vegetarian and for the meat-eating people that are walking. There are going to be alcohol-free cocktails.
Mocktails, they're called.
They're called
Not
mocktails.
cocktails, mocktails.
That will be available, and then there's free screening. And so it's just, if you really want to be involved, you're so welcome to come along and be together.
And then on that evening, it's the opening of the South African Recovery Film Festival, which is in its 3rd year.
Yeah.
So it all ties up very nicely. And we really do hope that people come along and just experience being together, united.
There are so many exciting things happening around that weekend, so we'll put all that information below this video for anybody who's interested. Thank you both so much for taking the time to speak to us.
Thank you.